Yo, we're shaking. It's your boy FB, man. You know what I mean? Here again, man. Another vertical talk for the peoples, you dig? Here with the co-host, man. My boy, Uncle Nick, we're shaking.
Yo, nothing much, man. It's early in the morning. You know what I mean? You got to rise, shine, and grind. So I'm here to do it, son. You heard me?
Yeah, man, you better know it, man. You know what I mean? The early bird gets the worm. You know how we do it. This vertical talk. Yo, first and foremost, man, you know the ritual, man. Let me give my praise, man, and my utmost respect to the man upstairs, man, for allowing me to first be here and allowing me to be alive to continue, you know what I'm saying, to find, you know what I'm saying, my path in life, man, and do what I do, man, not just for me, but for you, for the brothers and sisters that are locked away, man. Utmost salutes, man. I hope that you're still continuing to keep the faith and struggle to get to where I'm at right now. I want to send a special shout out to my little brother, man. You dig what I'm saying? Boom, boom. You heard? I send my love, King. You already know the vibes. The energy is what it is. You get? Nick, what's shaking, boy?
Yo, nothing much, son. I'm trying to run around, get a couple dollars today, enjoy my Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Put in a little content, little work with the bro. I got a couple things popping off on my side that I'm going to get jumping. You know what I'm saying? Got to get my roast on, son. You know what I'm saying? Set the record straight out here. But right now, this is the vertical talk. You know what I'm saying? And to let the people know this is what it's about. Shots fired, son. You hear me? Nah.
Man, you know we working. We working.
Yeah. So a couple things came across my desk. You know what I'm saying? I see Jimmy still running around out here. He dropped a diss track called Joe Mo towards Cameron. He's talking some gangster shit in there. You know what I mean? And then I saw a couple other things with Casnova. He did an interview recently. I saw something with LA Brim. We had touched on that prior. And then I heard something from Tekashi where he was talking about Jimmy. Ooh, that's kind of old. But then I just started looking at the comparisons between the two different worlds. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow,
Yo,
these dudes are talking about going on the positive, doing this, doing that, whether they're telling the truth or not. They know and God knows. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's what they want to project. The kid Tekashi, for the most part, he got the fuck out the way. He's doing whatever he's doing over there. The IRS is selling off his cars and jewelry. He's in debt, but that's his problem. You know what I'm saying? But he's trying to keep it, I guess, positive. But then you got Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? And then you got all these other rappers from the past that the feds didn't give a pass to and are also talking positive now. They aren't on that extra shit. So it seems like he's an outlier in this situation. So I kind of just wanted to open the aperture and analyze the situation a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
oh man, you sound like, you know what I'm saying, you really been digging in the crates, you heard? But yo, let's make this correction because you say LA Brim, and I don't think it's nothing wrong because I know you don't say it with any kind of malice or you know what I'm
Oh,
saying, disrespect.
Labrim.
It's La Brim.
Oh,
You dig what
pardon
I'm
me.
saying? Just so nah, you know what I mean? Just you know what I mean, so we get it, you know what I'm saying, politically correct. That's what it is. You dig what I mean? And so salutes to the boy La Brim, man. Salutes to my son Nuke. You dig what I'm saying? Salutes, you know what I'm saying, to you know what I'm saying, a lot of good men. Like I said, man, the boy world and you know what I mean? A few of my other good men, man. If I don't say your name, man, it's not that because you're not in my heart. Yeah, but carry on, Nick, man. Let's get to it.
Yeah. So I came across the joint with Tekashi, which I thought was interesting because I don't really listen to that little
Wow.
bastard. You know what I'm saying? But he was talking about him coming into the situation with the Trey Nine guys. You know what I'm saying? Or the Nine Trey. Pardon.
Nah, Trey, facts.
Yeah. I'm a little dyslexic. Pardon me.
Uh,
um, and his interaction with them versus Jim Jones' interaction with them and what he was able to provide on a financial level and the type of situations he was able to put them in a short span of time in comparison to Jim Jones being around for years and I guess things not being so
mm.
peachy keen. You know what I mean? But I'll let him talk the talk. Let's get into the clip real quick. So the audience is abreast then, you know, they know what's popping off.
Jim Jones, right? He ran with the same I ran with a decade before I met him. Jim Jones, the Dipset, the kid I was just over there dancing and on verses. Jim Jones was running with Shotty, Cafano Jordan, right? Mel Matrix, Jamel Jones, Roll Murder, Roland Martin. He was running Fu Banger, Fuquan. I forgot his last name, Fuquan something. He was running with all of the cats I ran with and got in daddy for. You know what Jim Jones did? That nigga did not take care of none of them. Because when I ran to them, Shotty was sleeping on the rug. Madison between Tompkins and Troop. Mel Murder was on dates and Marcus Garvey was his baby mother. Roland Martin was just doing 9 years. He blew trial. That make them that take care of him. From Shotty was sleeping on the rug. That driving a 6'3" Benz in 6 months, living in a condo, doing meetings with Kanye. Kanye was taking him to Yeezy meetings, board meetings. Matrix had his own, everything on his own. His kids was eating. Roland Martin came home to a new AP, watch, money, cars, everything. That Jim Jones did not take care of none of his. I took care of him. And on top of that, Jim Jones was caught on wiretap telling John Mel, look, Jim Jones was caught on wiretap telling Jim Jones was caught on wiretap on my case, he was telling the big homie Mel Matrix, John Mel Jones, to go and get rid of my security. How you do it? How you shoot at them? They don't got no license to carry weapons, don't nothing in New York. How is that free right now?
Oh.
Pull up the wiretap of conspiracy attempted to commit murder. Why is that not in jail? You tell me. Why you think he don't mention my name? I know you.
They just got dog kissing them. You ain't got it. It's too early.
That shit got too federal.
Yo, put it like this. Put it like this. If I was on a wiretap saying, we gonna kill us, bro. Yeah, now that's a fact. Look, trust me. The back door to his crib be open all of the time. All you gotta do is push the latch, hit it with the little knife, hit the thing, swipe it up, and push the door in. That's all you gotta do. Then we all go down, and you don't go down.
You heard that type of...
Wow. Ouch. Big ouch.
Hey!
Wow. Nah. Yo, son, you heard Duke said a lot of interesting things, man. And it's nothing that I haven't said prior. You dig? So I don't know where you found that at, but yo, bro, the proof is in the pudding of. He said something about conspiracy to attempted murder, man. When you look up, it's conspiracy. And I want to quote, he said 1962, if I'm not mistaken. He gave a statute, but at the end note is conspiracy, man. You dig? And that's just hearsay. You dig? That's them hearing you with somebody saying that, yo, you said this. And guess what? You are a part of it. And they're coming to get you at the very least. You dig what I'm saying? So, he just, corroborated what I said, a week or two ago. You dig what I'm saying? When I said, yo, listen, man, I know people that have the same charge, but said less and got, anywhere between 4 years and 15 years. And that's on a plea deal. You dig? So, yeah, man. And then he said something that I also caught. You dig what I'm saying? When he, gave Mel his flowers and called on what I said. You know what I'm saying?
Big
At this
homie.
point, he should be the big homie. You
I caught
understand
that
what I'm
too.
saying? The big homie.
Even after everything that happened, he's still giving him his flowers.
Even if he didn't mean it, you dig? It was what it was at that point in time, and maybe it was for him. You dig? Maybe, I don't know. You dig? So don't quote me. Maybe Melly brought him in, and that's how a lot of bros, equate, big bros or big homies, is that the one that brought me in is my big homie.
Shotty kind of came across him and found him or something, and then brought him into the fold. But don't quote me, but I'm
okay
90% sure that's how that went. I think Shotty facilitated that and brought him kind of around.
Well, again, bro, I know.
One more when he's on the block with all the flags and all the kids, you know what I'm saying? All the young dudes and the older dudes and the little babies running around and all that. You know what I'm saying? I think he kind of facilitated that first look for him. And then once it blew, they were like, we got something. You know what I mean? Now let's move.
Facts. I mean, maybe that's the case. What I know is that Millie was one of the first adolescents that came home Ola. You dig? In ARDC, C74. You heard? So, I know that because that came across my desk, being that he's a Brooklyn alumni. You dig what I'm saying? I was in the H, I believe. I was either in the H or C95 at the time. So when that came across, it's like, yo, boy, you got the adolescent over there. Boom. You know what I mean? And he got the situation, whatever. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah. So again, like I said 2 weeks ago, you know how it comes to the point where that totally flip. I don't dig it, don't understand it. Got my own theories. You know what I'm saying, and so forth and so on. But hey, you dig? I'm gonna keep that. You know what I'm saying, under the rug. You dig what I'm saying? Just for the fact of, you know what I'm saying? That's my son. You dig what I'm saying? Not being biased or whatever case may be. It's just that certain things is tricky. I don't understand it. You dig what I'm saying? But
Certain
I
things
ain't
ain't
gonna.
for the internet, Frankie.
Yeah, you dig. Point blank. Period. That's vertical. You know what I mean? The other thing, man. The accurate
Hold on,
depiction.
Frankie. That's that boomerang slang, son. Sorry,
Um,
I had to hit you with it, son.
that wide tap, yo, you funny, man. That right there, yo, you funny, yo. You been just, you ain't got nothing to do. You just been putting things together. I like that though. Respect, yo. But again, man, also, man, and I hope that the listeners is listening, man. Shorty gave a hellified depiction
Of what was going
of
on. I could
what
see
was
this shit.
going on and who was who. You dig, like accuracy in the dropping of names and so forth and so on, and what they were or were not doing at the time that he came into play and actually assisted them or complimented them or gave them a hand up, as opposed to when they were rocking with fam. And this ain't the first time that I've heard things. And like I told you, man, I was of that time. So, I seen things that also equate to this. You dig? Now, don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I seen my boy Melly, you know what I'm saying, living in a certain light at a certain part of time. So I don't know when this dude Tekashi actually came into the realm and seen what he's seen. You dig? What I do know is that, you know, where I believe, you know what I'm saying, prior to them or prior to Melly getting with Tekashi, he should have been in a whole greater situation, just knowing and understanding what, you know what I'm saying, who he was attached to. You dig? And so that's that. And that's just the vertical motherfucking aspect of things. So you know what I'm saying? I stand on what I say and I mean what I say, you know. But
So
yeah,
just to
again,
add something in, Frankie, I believe they came around each other about 2017 because that's when he dropped that first video, Gummo or whatever it was. So
okay.
I assume around 2016, 2017, somehow they linked up and then things started to roll.
Well, I'm gonna be fair, man. You dig what I'm saying? Because I pride myself, you know what I'm saying, on, calling the ace of spade, the ace of spade. Like the time that I seen Melly, like Melly wasn't always twisted, you know what I'm saying? He was a whip, you know what I'm saying? He had his jewelry on or whatever case may be. Could he have been better, concerning the situation that, you know what I'm saying, fam was in? Yeah, we can all speculate, you dig, but I'm not here to speculate, you dig? I'm here to just, you know what I'm saying, give, the most accurate depiction that I can give. And and maybe, as they say, man, some of our loyalty to individuals usually be to a fault. So maybe his honor and his love or his respect for the kid was just that, totally, and he expected or wanted to believe that the boy was just going to do totally right by him and what he brought to the table, in whether it was protection, whether it was in friendship, whether it was just in, you know what I'm saying, being, allies to some degree, and that's
But
not always what we get.
there's something called FOMO. Have you ever heard of it?
FOMO, nah, help me understand what you mean and what you heard.
Fear of missing out. It's what people say nowadays.
Okay, that's
Uh,
some new situation, but man, wow,
but
I
you
can
understand
understand
where
it.
I'm coming from. Like, yo,
Absolutely.
Frankie, what's good, son? I'm about to hit the tunnel. Yo, it's Sunday, it's lit. Boop, 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 boop. Hip hop Sundays at the tunnel was fire, son. But Frankie got to go to work Monday. He got the babies. He got the. But, or flip the role. Maybe it's Frankie calling Nick. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. But
Right,
now you got that. Damn, I don't want, they gonna be popping the bottles. You got
right,
babies to feed, you got things to do, you got responsibilities, son. These
right,
dudes is living a different type of way, or maybe they could afford that luxury for that day, but you fear missing out on something. So now you gonna go do
nah,
this, or they about to catch a lick. You know you shouldn't be over there because some of them is stupid. They don't have a getaway plan usually. They just some reckless dudes, but you don't want to miss out because maybe you could catch a 50 grand or 100 grand. So you stick around. People sometimes stay around or get involved in situations because they think there might be something greater at the end and they're just wishing on a star. You know what I'm
Say
saying?
that. Say
No
that.
matter where
Nah.
you are.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact, homie. You dig? And I say that from a vertical perspective, because I've done it. You know what I mean? It's been times when bros done call me up and like, and I'm like, oh, word. And it's like, I got a prior engagement, but it's like, yo, this shit sounded kind of saucy. Do I just tell this person that, you dig? So, yeah, man, like,
That
yeah, that's
psychological thing because your wheels start spinning. We
your
all want
wheels
to live a
start
great life.
spinning and you start to think of what you don't have and what you want, what you need and what you think you can get. So yeah, I definitely dig what you're saying.
My song shit
FOMO.
today, Frankie. You
Yeah,
can't always
yeah,
get what you want.
yeah, man. That
Maybe
you
try
definitely, man.
sometimes. You
Wishing
might
on a star.
find you get what you need. All right, enough singing, Uncle Nick. But yeah,
Yeah.
you hitting it,
Wishing on a
man.
star. Nah, I got you, kid. That's a hell of an analogy because a lot of individuals, man, we definitely have, what I'm saying, wished on stars, man. You know what I'm saying? Hoping that, what I'm saying, the best come out of a situation that we place our faith in. Only to
And,
realize in the end that that's not what happens, you know what I'm saying, on a lot of occasions. So yeah, man, salutes to
and
you for that
knowing from
analogy.
prior experiences that this might not play out the right way for us, but at times there's that devil and angel on the shoulder, and you like, man,
Fact.
yo, son, you gotta fall back for a minute. I gotta roll these dice, all right? And that son over
Yeah.
here, like, yeah, you heard him, son, fall back, G. And now you out there running and
Boy,
gunning.
you in rare form or is you in form, boy? Yeah, I get you. I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
get
on
it, you
one.
got it good, Frankie.
Yeah.
So now,
Hey,
with that being said,
what
I
up?
was talking with somebody prior to getting on the show, not breaking down what we're doing, but kind of like picking people's brains. Yo, what you think about this? And he was like, yo, how the son got away with XYZ and didn't even get picked up? You know what I'm saying? Boo, 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 boo. Because I remember when T.I., and I was like, damn, son, you digging in the crazy T.I. I'm like, what are you talking? But then I had to start thinking. I was like, yo, I remember when Clifford Harris got caught up. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Absolutely.
And he had all them joints, I think like 5 machine guns with silencers and different shit popping off at the end of the day. And he had to come through, do a commercial, cop out to some type of deal. And he
Yeah.
had to fly straight. He had probation, but he got picked up and he got detained, son.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and this doesn't stop here. You got Little Dirk. You know what I'm saying? He's all tore up right now. That's a more intricate situation, and they kind of
From the
went off the
flow
hook.
up.
But then you got Boozy Badass. He was running around with a firearm on a live stream. They caught it on Instagram. Feds swooped in right away, snatched his ass up. This dude, Crip Mac, running around with a hammer on live stream. Feds swoop in, pick him up. This dude, Kodak Black, he over here trying to purchase a firearm with a fake name. You know what I'm saying? He a felon. He got picked up. Lil Wayne running around with the hammers and doing XYZ. He got picked up, got a pardon. I mean, I could keep going down the list. You know what I'm saying? We got Fetty Wap. The money got low. He had to start doing what he was doing. They didn't give him a pass. But these guys aren't on camera or on tape or anything of these sorts. Jim Jones was on tape saying that they're going to go out there and commit these acts against people who put their lives on the line to protect the citizens and civilians of America, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, son, just off the strength that you think you might send somebody out there to do something to law enforcement, you are a fucking threat, and you need to come over here and talk to us.
Whoa. Let's
look at the T.I. situation, right?
Hold on 1 second. 1 second, because I want this. Hold on, Nick. 1 second, because I wanted to make this very clear. Not only are you a threat, you are at this very moment, if you are a part of any gang, you are considered by the Department of Justice, by the United States of America as a domestic terrorist. That means the price of your head is that much higher than what it would have been prior to you receiving this title. So for the little brothers and sisters that's out here that are doing what you're doing in the name of a game, know and understand that depending upon what you're doing, what you get caught up in doing, what you are accused by the government as to be doing, automatically attached to you because you are part of a gang is the domestic terrorist title. That means your time goes up significantly.
And these gang enhancements all tie in and all this other stuff.
You better know it. You better know it.
I
Don't
remember
say you
hearing
ain't hear it.
somebody talk one day and said, son, I could be in a stolen car, don't even know. And we get pulled over. I could catch life off that shit just with the gang enhancements and my history. And then I was like, damn, nigga. I'm
Absolutely,
not
man.
saying shit, you know what I mean? A stolen car, but that ain't no serious shit. But you could wind up just off that, you know what I mean? So pick it
Yo,
up.
man. Yo, Nick, listen, bro. And this is actual facts. You dig? A lot of me and a lot of good men have received these enhancements, have received the draconian laws
The iron hand, the fist.
of the justice system due to small infractions. What we look at or see as small infractions. However, when you have these titles placed upon you, you know, in your book, what you're looking at as small, they're looking at as monument. They're
I
looking at
got
as
you now.
great. And you may believe that it's cool. It's not. Because when they take you in that courtroom and don't want to hear anything you have to say, and when it's attached to a statute or a law that says a mandatory minimum, and that mandatory minimum may be 20 years, then you start to realize, or then you start to fear, because now you're going to be away from your family for 2 decades
Hold on,
amongst some of
Frankie.
the coldest individuals.
Let me
Go
hit you
ahead,
with a
bro.
boomerang right now because they cold, son. Let your moms be on the phone. Let your little sister was on the phone too. Maybe you ran someone over here, ran someone.
Say that again.
You will all be locked up together. It will be a family reunion in that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And
Look,
and 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 respects and salute to my homie Rod Diggs, and most of all, my son, man, Pete, man. Because if you don't believe what we're saying right now, just think about him. Pete did an honorable thing because they forced him, in a sense. Now, son is languishing in ADX because he had to cop out and plead under certain stipulations to, you know what I'm saying, allow his moms to be
oh
released
wow.
because they were willing to bring his moms into the equation and lock his moms up. You dig? These people don't have no love. They don't have no respect for you, for me, for us. Especially when you're in a lifestyle that is not only utilizing, criminal activities in order to try to prosper or get ahead. Whoever they gotta get in order to make you break or to give you the kind of time that they believe you warrant to keep you off of the streets, they will use every play that they have to. So for those of y'all who, are honorable people and respect your mother and respect your father and don't want to see them get pulled in a situation, because that may be the only way they can get you,
And
is to
then,
use them against you. And
yep.
they will use them against you to tear you down.
And
Period.
folks, audience, do you know what that is right there? Step. Get out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. A lot of us, man, even though I didn't, man. You heard, it was something interesting, right? Because I heard Casanova say the other day, you know what I'm saying, that he's finally come to his senses to realize, you know what I'm saying, in the grand scheme of things, where he went, totally wrong at, and why he, you know what I'm saying, even took on the initiative of, you know what I'm saying. I don't like to say drop, because when you drop, you stand over it, you raise it up. You raise it up, and he said, because he was wrong, and he realized that a lot of things that he did in the past was wrong, and the mindset that he had was wrong. And it took, you know, certain situations to happen in order for him to understand that now here it is. He's sitting inside of prison with a 15-year sentence and messed up countless of $1 million that he could have utilized to assist, you know, little brothers and sisters and show them a way because of his fan base, because he was the truth. He was Andy Dufresne of Shawshank Redemption.
He made it
You
out.
dig? He made it out. You dig? He climbed through 200 yards of pure, uncut, unadulterated shit clean to the other side. And the only thing with Casnova is that he didn't have to look over his shoulder once he was out as Andy Dufresne. Andy Dufresne had to go to an island where nobody could potentially or possibly find him. You dig? There's still a possibility he could have been found. You know, though it
Came
was a
out to be a
movie.
star.
You dig? So yeah, man, you know, like in my case, man, you know, I say it, man, I climbed through 200 yards of pure shit, man. You dig? For Allah to bless me and to grant me, man, you know, his grace to be here now. So, you know, you know, man,
Well,
it
shout
would
out
be
to the kid Jack
fugazi.
Stone as well, because he's the one that put the battery in Casanova's back. That yo, son, rap, do something different. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some money out here. Tax Stone was on him, to my understanding,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then he made that first single. And then when Tax Stone got looked up, he made a song for Tax Stone, and he was on. He went to Africa. I remember he went to Africa. He was feeling good. He came back in the African garb. He was on, I think, the Breakfast Club, and you know he was talking some different type of talk. So you know, I thought he was walking it, but you know, at the end of the day, you still got to eat. So you know, he said he was selling weed. Actually, let's hear it from the man himself, Frankie. How about that?
Kind of like in line with the project title, your album that you dropped in December. Like, I get it now. That could mean so many different things, right?
That's definitely what I'm trying to say. I get it now. It's a lot of talks I had with, let's say, Tata from Rock Nation. A lot of great people, even Jay-Z, a lot of great people. I get it now. I get it. It's a business. You understand? And I don't think you're supposed to take things personal in business. And business is business, man. And I get it. I understand it now. Like, I'm fucked up, you know? And I get, like, why I don't have the help I need right now is because I fucked up. I didn't listen. And, you know, they told me, yo, listen, you need to stay away from these people. You need to change your surroundings. And I'm looking at it in my head, literally, I'm fucked. But the Lord, like, what? I can hang out with who I want to hang out with. I'm not doing nothing.
Right.
I'm not committing crimes. But nah, federally you are. So, I think we need to get federally inclined all around the board. Like, they need to teach kids federal law, not just state law, federal law. You can just, like, shit, they indicted Trump on the racketeering charge. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't indict the president, you can indict a ham sandwich. That's what they say. So now I kind of believe in manifestation more than ever, and I feel like I manifested this on myself because all my songs are drug related or gang related or are super violent. So, you know, I kind of manifested it.
Yeah. Words are
powerful. Yes, I believe in the tongue now. So now, like, I think I gotta go southpaw with it. I gotta go more positive when I get out. They're locking up rappers left and right without rappers even calling the shots. They just, whoever the head of the gang is or whatever, they make it look like a gang, but whoever is the head of the enterprise, that's who feels it, you know?
Man, yo, listen.
Whoever's the head of the enterprise.
Yo, first, hey, Nick, man, yo, salutes, man. I send a heartfelt salute to the boy Casnova, man. I respect your mind, man. I respect I respect your words. You dig? And I respect the fact that you held yourself accountable in not being able to listen when good men who had came through the same type of shitstorms, maybe not just as equatable or on the highest level of similarities, but they have been through it. And some of the names that you say, like the Tata, they have actually. You dig? They come from the street. You dig what I'm saying? Tata was
Jay-Z's a
actually,
fucking billionaire. Who
you dig?
wouldn't listen to a
But,
billionaire who's on your side?
well, you know what? The same. Well, let me say
I'm
this,
gonna tell you why,
because no,
Frankie.
no, 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 no. Hold on, because you just said a statement, and let me just say something about it. Because you got to realize, you think sometimes people look at and they say, well, oh, this guy got all this money, or this dude went to school. When it comes to our youth, man, what I've come to realize, especially those that come from the inner cities and come from them poverty-stricken hoods, if they're sitting in an auditorium and a person from Yale or Harvard comes and try to talk to them, you know what them dudes are gonna do, or them females are gonna do? They're gonna be on their phone, because it doesn't resonate with them. They just can't get the vibe or the energy from that person from Harvard trying to tell them about their hood, trying to tell them about the things that go on that they should stay away from. But let it be a person such as myself, or even you, or Casanova, those that actually have been through the grit and the grind.
Or
I'm
a
gonna tell you this,
Jay-Z.
or Jay-Z or Tata. Once they open their mouth, that energy, man, that energy, it travels, man. You dig? So now those kids are gonna take a pause, and what comes out next is either gonna hook them or lose them. And as it hooks them, it's like, oh wow, hold up. The phone just goes away, because now they're in tune to what's being said, because they can understand that who's speaking has been through the same pain that they are now enduring or going through or seeing in the areas or the environments or the cities of, America, or any other city or country that may have the same similarities that we have in the hoods and the ghettos or the barrios of the United States of America.
And
You
that's
dig?
that boomerang.
So, it's imperative, man, that, thus, sorry, those of us that, have even a modicum of power, man, when it comes to our words, when it comes to the push that we have, when it comes to the redemption song that we are now singing, do our best to make it perfectly clear to those that are listening. And we may not even know that they're listening. We may not even know that they're watching, but we're giving any and everything that we can give with the hopes, man. My hopes is this, bro. My prayers is this. My energy is exhibiting and, emanating this. Just give me one. Lord willing, it's more than one. But if one will hear me, man, and trust me, man, day in and day out, even on my job, I'm speaking to little bros, and it's like, yo, champ, listen, homie, I get it. I was you. I used to be you. Whether you get it or not is on you. But I will give a piece of myself to you in the hopes that Allah is blessing your heart and your mind and your spirit to understand that what I'm saying is actual, factual, is vertical. And hopefully it resonates to at least allow you to think before you just act. Don't just be impulsive, you know? And that's a lot of our problems. We're impulsive. We hear something good. It sounds like, they say what glitters ain't gold. Everything that glitters ain't gold. And a lot of us be going for fool's gold, man, in the aspect of people, places, and things. And we try to grab that piece of jewelry that looks like it's 24 karat gold, not knowing and understanding it's fool's gold, has no substance, has no validity, has no worth.
Well, I totally agree with you, and I gotta say, man, that's straight up vertical talk. Get out the way, Frankie's spitting his spit. You know what I mean? But what I would like to add on is that I like to get analytical. I'm a philosophical guy at times. You know what I'm saying? I study psychology, body language, different things. This is just shit I look into on my own, John Dolo, chilling. Uncle Nick on the train. I'm trying to learn something. You know what I mean? And I've observed people in the hood. I grew up in the projects, born and raised my whole damn life. And I even suffered from it at one time. There's this thing where when you grow up in these environments, you get used to challenging death and destruction daily. And it starts to become this thing where you start to build this bravado. You start to get stripes. Those stripes turn into 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. Now your mind starts to race. And this starts to become basically your modus apparatus in life. If I can't go out and get this rush, this feeling, I can't dominate the world in this particular fashion and put myself in these situations to prove to myself that I got it, because I don't respect death. I'm going to continue to behave this way. But now when death or destruction steps on your doorstep, and now you're doing 25 to life.
You
now
crash.
Now all of a sudden you see the light. You know what I'm saying? Because you were challenging the shit, but there's only so many times you can get away. There's facts of life. So now it's your time.
I'm glad you say that.
Grim Reaper. So now you're getting visited by the Grim Reaper, but you've been used to operating on this other level your whole life, and you fiend for it. You chase it. You need it. It's in your DNA.
But you was faking. I believe.
Were you really faking it, or were you just ignorant to the fact?
Well, it could be a little of both, depending on who the individual
they say
is.
The mind plays tricks on a motherfucker.
But I'm gonna tell why I say this, bro. Yo, when I became a part of a gang, homie, I knew what I was signing up for. And recently, I heard this dude. He was on China Top Dollar, and you know he's going in on La Brim about what lie supposedly done in order to make him do what he allegedly did, and that's what get on a stand and cool. Okay, you say that's what it is. The man directed you wrong. He felt whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, okay, you still knew you prior to you getting on to bash and lie for what he may have done. You speak of all these accolades that you accomplished with, how much food you ate, how many plates you did, where you was, who you know, and for real individuals, man, that's like it was all good just a week ago. Because now I'm looking and I'm saying, yo, bro, you don't get no profit because all that is down the drain. You dig? You knew what you signed on whenever he said blah brought him home in Southport or whatever the case may be. Yo, listen, man. We knew. We knew. Ain't nobody twist my hand. If you was who you say you was and you was put on, then that means that you probably wasn't a sucker before you took the hat. Or maybe you was. Maybe you was, and maybe lied and see it, and you did all of this to keep up this facade that you were about that life until it came to the point that the roosters came home to roost. And now these people are saying it's possible that, or you're going to potentially get XYZ. I got you, Nick. And so what you do is you take the cornball's way out. And now you try to glorify it. Playboy, I can't respect that. You dig? Like at the end of the day, man, you dig? And this is why I say I'm big on letting the brothers and sisters know. If you gonna be a part of something that you feel you got all the sense to knowing and understanding, that's what you want to make, then accept the consequences that come with it. You dig? A lot of individuals, they can't hold. Nah, hold yourself accountable. You ratted. Point blank, period. You dig? Whatever it was good when you was cutting. It was good when you was slashing or stabbing or robbing or whatever the case may be. The only time it wasn't good is when these Europeans come to you and say you about to get 20 years. Now, all of a sudden you find a way out and now you want to blame it on somebody else's actions or whatever they didn't do or what they should have done. However, guess what? You had an option to say when they offered you whatever they offered you from the beginning. Now I'm cool where I'm at. I'm cool where I'm at, man. But I rocks with you. I like you. So yeah, man. I feel like a lot of people, man. I feel like
it goes back to the FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
What am I gonna miss out on if I'm not on that side? or whatever,
Yeah,
whatever. I don't know the
but
person's particular situation. I'm just saying, I know in people's minds sometimes
understood.
they'll make
Yeah,
a
nah,
decision
you absolutely
based on
right.
what they think might be coming later on down the line. And then, like you said, it's the fool's gold or whatever, whatever. And then the person gets there, and whether it's real gold or not, maybe it ain't the piece that they wanted. Maybe it ain't. Maybe it's a trinket and it's not a big medallion. And they're like, you know what I mean? Whatever it may be, whatever their end goal or their end game was, for some reason, there's a disconnect now.
Yeah, listen, true story, Nick. You know what I mean? And then, we must sign out. This was a good one. I remember going to court, right, for this conspiracy that I was on. My lawyer was a European. And one day he asked me, he said, man, could he be frank about something? And I was like, yeah, no doubt, talk, whatever the case may be. He said, man, I wanna say something to you. You dig? And this was at a time when he was telling me what the U.S. attorney was asking or whatever the case may be, and that was in the form of me cooperating.
Oh, wow.
And I said, yo, man, go ahead. He said, man, listen, man, you might want to think of something because they would like to do this, that, or the third. And I'm like, yo, listen, man, that's not even a question. He said, listen to me, and I want you to hear me well, and I don't want you to get upset. So I said, yo, go ahead, shoot, because I'm already getting kind of frustrated because it seemed like he beat him on the bus. He said, man, you know what I respect about the Latins at this point, the South Americans and so forth. And he said, what? He said, man, I don't know what goes on in their country or how much power the head, the shot callers, or so what, or so forth, or so on has. But when they come through, man, going to prison in America is like staying at the Hilton, staying at the Marriott. They don't care. And is it because the prisons over there is so twisted or whatever the case may be, or is it because maybe they shot callers got something over their head where their whole family get wiped out or whatever the case may be? He didn't know.
Probably a culmination
A
of all both.
culmination of the both. Okay.
Mm.
Then he said, next is the Europeans. Because at the time I had, right before we had my team was getting ready to go to trial or whatever the case may be, or plead out, because I remember telling them at first we was all going to trial. And then after I read Busted by the Feds over and over again within a 3-week period, I told them, yo, we can't win this. So I told anybody that was on my indictment, yo, bro, if y'all want to, you know what I'm saying, take a plea, cool. It ain't nothing, homie. You dig what I'm saying? Um, he said the bikers. He had a trial previously, and it was with the MS-13s, and none of them told on each other, whatever the case may be. And then he had a trial with prior to my trial, or prior to the individual that was going to trial in my case, with a biker club out of South Carolina. It was like 100-man indictment. And I guess the president of the bike club told him, yo, we all going to trial. Now, what I didn't know at that time and couldn't even fathom is the bond or the cohesiveness that these people may have had in this bike club. But they all were solid, the men, the women alike. So they all said they're going to trial, and they stayed cohesively glued together until it came to the trial date. And the judge looked at the U.S. attorney and told him, yo, listen, I don't know what you're going to do, but you're not about to clog up my docket with all these. What you're going to do is you're going to go back to each and every one of these individuals that's saying that they want to go to trial, and you're going to offer them something that they would take in order to clear up my docket.
Yeah, this is crazy right here. Yeah.
This is crazy. This will last forever. You dig? And guess what? That's just what happened. And I don't think, if I remember correctly, none of them got more than, I think it was 9 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
You dig? And this is with a situation that had actual murders and so forth and so on. He said, but you know what? He said, you know what? No disrespect to your kind, but I say this, and it's the truth. He said, the difference with your kind is that they be telling before they even in a police car. Word up, bro. He said, a lot of your kind, man. I'm like, yo. And you know the crazy stick, Nick, is that I had to look at that shit, and time had showed that to me over and over again about individuals who was talking about they were gangsters, they was this, they did all this to individuals to get into a tight position or a tight predicament and start telling on a dude that was supposed to be their best man, or that they wound up telling that they loved them, that they done pissed in the same bed with them, that they knew their mothers, their girlfriends, and so forth and so on. I So, again, where that statement that I like to use is that I stopped giving people the benefit of the doubt. And I doubt them until they earn my benefit. Because like my man 10-4 Fat say, I want to believe you. That doesn't mean I can. So until that situation presents itself that shows that you get that stripe from me. I don't know about from everybody else, because a lot of these dudes just getting them false stripes. They getting them stripes out of bubblegum machines. You put a nickel or quarter in them bubblegum machines that we used to have back in the days, and they just get that prize out. That's how a lot of these dudes got their stripes. That's just what it is. Regardless of what organization you in, could be Latin King, yeah, that's familiar. It could be Trump's organization. A lot of them are in it for whatever purpose they feel that they can benefit from it. And regardless of who they have to take down in order to keep their skin from being flayed from their back, your ass is out of here. You dig? So with that being said, again, man, be careful, man, of who you next to, man. Man, be very, diligent in your pursuit of, truly trying to, assess whether a person is a true friend, be it male or female, man. And man, with all respect, man, man, take a moment, man. Just, if you're a praying person, man, pray and ask God for his guidance and his protection and his blessings, man. Because, I found that to be definitely, a beautiful thing for me, because he has uncovered a whole lot of things that, my carnal mind may not have uncovered prior to it being detrimental to me. Word.
Yo, son, I gotta hit him one more time. You over here dropping jewels on him, son. You know what I'm saying? I think this was a dope show. I think it was informative. It's still, still sometimes I'm scratching my head, looking at the whole situation with Jimmy. Maybe he'll turn over a new leaf. Maybe this is all promotional at this point. I don't know, but we'll save that for the next show. But yo, Frankie, have a good day. Yo, shout out to the audience. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, get down for the come up at the end of the day. If you like to contribute or add anything in on this end, you know what I'm saying? You could always hit the homie up right there at the Cash App, Warguard 101. You know what I'm saying? If you appreciated the show, share it. And yo, until next time, you know what I mean? We rebound.
Know this. Understand this, man. Y'all keep pushing. Do your best, man. You know what I'm saying? To love one another, man. Love humanity, man. You know what I'm saying? And love God, man. You dig? Because through him, all things are possible. Especially my brothers and sisters, man, across the world, man. You know what I'm saying, man? That are languishing, man, in any kind of prison setting, man. You know what I mean? Keep your heads on swivel. Keep your hearts with God, man. Keep your struggle alive, man. That if you're worthy and you're deserving of that opportunity from him, man, to be back on this side, man. Come back on this side doing something more positive and productive than what you went inside for. With that being said, man, I send my salutes, man, and I send my utmost blessings to the Most High, man. Till next time, this is Vertical Talk. This is your boy FB, man. Frankyboo, man, signing out. One.
And guess what? That's that boomerang slap.